Success is not about what other people say, that it's luck, technology, innovation, or a bunch of strategies. No. Success is not an endpoint. It is a journey, and the journey is hard. It's all about facing a lot of challenges. And I want to share with you 10 of my most powerful realizations, very important lessons I've learned from my own experience in my journey towards success. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about millions and billions of money with a meaningful life, having a well-rounded wheel of life. And that's what we all want. Being healthy, being wealthy, having the abundance of money, love, compassion, appreciation, gratitude, and more importantly, our spirit. Being able to have time freedom, working on your passion, being able to help a lot of people, and just doing what you love to do. That's the journey. And the bigger question now is, what do we expect in the journey? Ano ba yung mga pagdadaanan mo? Ano ba yung pwede mong i-expect? Because again, weak people react, leaders anticipate. So I want you to anticipate all the possible challenges you can have in your journey towards success. And let's start with number 1. You will lose people when you go higher. Now, of course, when we build a business, when we expand our business, when we expand our career, we will get to know more people. When we expand our business, we will have more customers. We will have more employees. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the inner circle that you have, people that you love, people that you trust. Because the idea is when you start your own business, when you start your career at something, of course you have people around you that you consider friends. Or maybe you call them family. Or leaders. Initially, madami yan. You love them, you care for them, you have compassion, mahaba pasensya mo. Dadating sa time na sobrang lalim ng pagsasamahan nyo, and you may seem to think na hanggang huli kasama mo sila. Ang problema, pagdating ng challenges, nababawasan sila. Pagdating ng struggles, nababawasan sila. Pagdating ng mabigat na crisis, nauubo sila. And yes, pagdating ng successful moment, na may milestone kayo, may magandang nangyayari sa inyo, kumikita kayo ng pera, may mawawala pa rin sa kanila. Because here's the truth. There are 2 ways for you to know ano yung totoong ugali ng isang tao. Number 1 is how they react during a successful moment. Pag may magandang nangyayari sa kanila, pag marami silang pera, kung malaki ang kinikita nila ngayon, how do they react? How do they behave? Titigil ba sila? Complacent na ba sila? Mayabang na ba sila? Arrogante na ba sila? Nakakalimutan na ba nilang magbigay ng credit sa'yo? Sa mga tumulong sa kanila? Nakakalimutan din ba nilang magbigay ng credit sa nasa taas? Akala ba nila kaya na nila lahat at magtatayo na sila ng bagong negosyo, kakalabanin ka pa nila? So lalabas ang ugali ng tao kapag maganda ang nangyayari sa kanila. May iba dyan tataas ang ego, may iba dyan magiging arrogante, pero may iba din na lalong babait, lalong marunong magpasalamat, lalong mas nagiging appreciative. So if you are a leader and dumating yung moment of success, I want you to celebrate and observe. Tingnan mong maigi yung mga tao mo. Tingnan mong maigi yung mga kasama mo. At pangalawa, during a crisis. Pag sobrang bigat ng challenges, kapag dapang-dapa ka na, kapag lubog na lubog ka na. As a leader, kapag dumapa ka, idadapa ka ba nila lalo? Or pipilitin ka nilang makaangat? Pag dumadapa na yung team, nagugutom na yung team, magtutulungan ba sila? Gagawin ba nila yung best nila? Mag-o-offer ba sila sa'yo ng mas matinding value? Or mawawala na rin sila? Because again, dyan lalabas ang ugali ng isang tao. Kapag sobrang busog at gutom. Kapag sobrang ganda ng nangyayari sa kanya at kapag sobrang bigat ng nangyayari sa kanya. And as you go higher, it will be a mix of everything. Of course, habang umaangat yung career mo, yung business mo, tumataas yung pressure, bumibigat yung pressure, humihirap yung trabaho, bumibigat lahat ng kailangan nyong gawin as a team. At ang reward, nasa tuktok. At habang umaangat yan, of course, there will be micro rewards. Yung iba, kontento na doon. Yung iba, masaya na doon. So, nagiging complacent sila. Nawawala sila. Nagtatayo sila ng kanila. At yung iba, hindi kinakaya yung pressure, hindi kinakaya yung bigat, nawawala na lang din sila. So, as you go higher, you will lose people. And it's okay. Normal yan. Mangyayari talaga yan. And probably, nangyayari na yan ngayon sa'yo. It is what it is. It's just awareness for us na kung sino yung maiiwan, sino yung magtsatsaga, sila yung makakasama natin sa tuktok. Sabi nga nila, see you at the top. Number 2, trust yourself more than you trust other people. And the idea is, marami kasing betrayals na dadating. Maraming mandoloko. And gaya nga ng sabi ko sa inyo sa number 1, may mga taong mawawala. You will lose people along the way. Not to mention, the people that you will lose will probably use you, abuse you, and worse, sisiraan ka pa nila. Babanatan ka pa nila. And if you are receiving a lot of hate right now, dalawa lang yan. They are in a really negative space. They are negative. They are toxic. Their lives are miserable. And they are creating an illusion to distract themselves from their own miserable lives. Or number 2, idol ka talaga nila. Ang gusto nila maging kagaya mo, pero hindi nila kaya. They don't have the guts to do it. So they will just hate you. And in my experience, guys, sobrang dami ko ng pinagdaanan na betrayals. As in, sobrang dami. And I've seen the patterns, I've seen how they react, I've seen how they talk. And most of the time, tayong mga leaders, in denial lang talaga tayo. I'm pretty sure at some point, may mga taong napansin mo na mawawala sa buhay mo. May mga taong napansin mo na hindi sila tatagal. May mga taong napansin mo na sobrang manipulative. Napansin mo na toxic. Napansin mo na negative. Napansin mo na miserable talaga yung buhay nila. Ramdam mo din na abusado sila. Pero nung ginawa na nila yung nararamdaman mo, hindi mo pa rin matanggap, di ba? Kasi in denial ka. I've been there. I keep telling myself na hindi ko talaga ine-expect, pero in reality, alam ko na eh. Nakita ko na. Hindi ko lang matanggap. So our job is to accept as fast as we can so that we can move forward as fast as we can. Kasi pag hindi tayo nag-move forward as leaders, talo tayo. So if you want to move forward, you have to trust yourself first. Number 3, if you can't fit in, maybe you are exceptional. Now, of course, as you grow, as you move along, and maaga ko itong na-experience, guys, I just felt different. Alam ko sa sarili ko, I'm confident that I'm working really hard. You know, I've been doing my best. Malinis yung puso ko. All I want is to help, provide value, have meaningful relationships with people. As I move along, even college days, ramdam ko sa sarili ko parang hindi ako maka-fit in. Kahit ipilit ko yung sarili ko, isalpak yung sarili ko sa mga grupo na yan. May mga grupo ng dancers, may mga grupo ng mahilig sa music, mahilig sa Dota. It was really hard for me to fit in. And of course, initially, I felt bad. I felt insecure. Akala ko parang ayaw nila sa akin, walang tumatanggap sa akin, wala silang pakialam sa akin. And I realized that I'm just creating a lot of drama. Hindi ko naisip na, teka, may negosyo pala ako. May employees na ako. Nagbibuild ako ng negosyo. And then I started working alone. Of course, initially, mabigat, mahirap, nakakapagod, nakakadrain. Pero the advantage is, you will learn how to solve your own problems. You will learn how to be accountable and responsible for your own decisions, for your own choices. Natuto ako na hindi manisi ng ibang tao. Na kahit ako yung laging sinisisi, okay lang. So I'm always in control. Because the moment that you blame other people, binibigay mo sa kanila yung control. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Sometimes it's okay to blame yourself. Naakuin mo, nasabihin mo sa sarili mo, yung buhay mo ngayon, kasalanan mo. Because that means you can control your own life. And then little by little, nag-i-improve yung buhay ko, kumikita ako ng mas maraming pera, I'm building businesses, I'm helping other people. Dumating na naman yung crisis, dumating yung pandemic. Of course, sanay na ako, trumabaho mag-isa. I started creating content. Sumikat tayo sa social media. Now, of course, hindi po ako sanay sa attention. Because I started my career just to create value. It's not about trends, not about views, not about comments, not about clout. Our main and our only objective is to help, provide value, share our own experiences, yung mga bagay na nakatulong sa amin. That's what I do. Pero syempre, sumisikat tayo sa social media. May mga nag-i-invite ng collaborations. So nakipag-collab tayo pa ulit-ulit. May mga companies na humingi ng tulong for a brand deal. Tinulungan din natin. But it was really hard for me to fit in. Iba yung way nila. Because again, all I want is to provide value. At ito yung natutunan ko. If you can't fit in, maybe you are exceptional. And na-realize namin ng MJ Lopez Media na kami lang ang gumagawa nito sa Pilipinas. Na sobrang high level pala yung mga courses namin. Na ibang level pala yung tinuturo namin. Na yung information pala na binibigay ko sa mga tao, yung value pala na binibigay ko sa mga tao, kami lang ang meron. So our focus now is not to fit in. Our focus is to serve. Gamitin yung skills na meron kami to serve. Number 4, stop lying to yourself. Most of the time, pag hindi tayo okay, pag nag-struggle tayo, it was hard for us to admit our own mistakes. It's hard to admit na may utang pala tayo. It's hard to admit na wala na tayong puhunan. It's hard to admit na hindi na kumikita yung negosyo. I actually made a video about this. Check it out kung hindi nyo pa napapanood. It's about the 3 most powerful skills you must learn. And the idea is, in terms of pattern recognition, you have to understand where we are right now, especially in the business world. At nasa hard life tayo ngayon. nasa crisis tayo ngayon. And one of the major lessons I teach people in self-mastery is define the problem in solvable terms. And the only way to do that is to accept. Because again, para sumakses ka, kailangan mag-step by the step ka muna, di ba? But seriously, for you to be pointed towards the right direction, you have to have a destination. And you have to know where you are right now. And again, the only way to do that is to be honest with yourself. Nasaan ka na sa buhay mo? Nahihirapan ka ba kumita ng pera? Nahihirapan ka bang ma-promote sa trabaho? Nahihirapan ka bang magsimula ng negosyo? Ang tagal mo na bang sinasabi sa sarili mong magne-negosyo ka pero hanggang ngayon hindi mo sinisimulan? Ang tagal mo na bang sinasabi sa sarili mo na mamumrospect ka na, magbebenta ka na, gagalingan mo na, maglilid ka na ng team pero hanggang ngayon hindi mo ginagawa? Ilang beses mo nang sinasabi sa sarili mo na magwo-workout ka or at least mag-stretching ka, magpe-pray ka, magme-meditate ka araw-araw pero hanggang ngayon hindi mo ginagawa? Ilang beses mo nang sinabi sa sarili mo na pagod ka nang maging insecure, maging negative, maging toxic, pero hanggang ngayon toxic ka. Nahihirapan ka ba talaga sa journey mo towards success? Hanggang ngayon, hindi mo sinisimulan yung journey mo. Again, stop lying to yourself. Number 5, you can outwork bad luck. Yes, of course, if you are in a negative space, kung nahihirapan ka ngayon, sobrang bigat ng pinagdadaanan mo ngayon, ang excuse natin, feeling natin, yung mga tao sa paligid natin, yung mga mayayaman, swerte sila, diba? Marami silang puhunan, nakaswerte sila sa business idea. Hindi mo alam kung gaano kahirap yung dapat mong daanan para maging successful yung negosyo mo. Pero again, may illusion pa rin sa utak natin na swerte lang sila, nakachamba lang sila, right? Na feeling natin initially ang buhay, swerte-swerte. Ang buhay, weather-weather lang. It doesn't work that way. In terms of success, you have to be intentional. It's because if the intention is clear, the mechanism will appear. At alam nyo ba guys, when I started my own journey towards my first million, naiisip ko rin yan eh. Swerte nila. Malas siguro ako. Puro self-doubt na nga ako, insecure na nga ako, hindi pa ako makabenta. It was hard, like super hard. Pero merong pumasok na idea sa akin. What if mas masipag ako kay Malas? What if si Malas natutulog din? What if si Malas nananawa din? So ang thinking ko, I'm gonna work so hard that I'm gonna outwork the Malas. Nasa sobrang baliw na ako sa ginagawa ko. It was so crazy that I decided to work hard 24/7. Tinatimingan ko si Malas, okay? Ang thinking ko before, kapag hindi ako makabenta ng hapon, gising na gising si Malas. Pag hindi ako makabenta ng gabi, gising na gising si Malas. Pag nakabenta ako ng madaling araw, ang thinking ko nun, tulog si Malas. Ito na yung pagkakataon ko. At dumating sa point na si Malas yung napagod sa akin. At nagdire-diretso yung pasok ng pera. But here's the truth. Because again, you can outwork bad luck. Pwedeng maging mas masipag ka kay Malas. But here's the truth. Walang malas at swerte. Nagkataon lang na sa sobrang sipag ko, gumaling ako sa ginagawa ko. At tandaan nyo, the more na mas masipag ka, the more that you work hard, the more na maseswertehin ka. So kung sa tingin mo minamalas ka ngayon, just work hard. Number 6, it's not just about what you know, it's about what you do. Siyempre dumating sa point na nauso yung pagbabasa ng libro. Sobrang na-hype tayo sa information. Lalo na ngayon, libre ang information. Libreng matuto. You can ask Google, you can ask ChatGPT, you can check all my videos in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. Everything you need in order to become successful, in order to become a millionaire is available for you. You just have to listen. Pero na-realize ko, the more na mas marami kaming ina-upload na content para sa inyo, the more na mas nagiging pabebe kayo. Kasi yung mga information na dapat binabayaran, nakukuha nyo ng libre. And when people pay, they pay attention. When people get it for free, usually they don't appreciate it. And if they don't appreciate it, they won't use it. And there's a principle in the next videos that I will make. Ang sabi ko doon, you will lose what you don't appreciate. And that's the truth. Ang bagay na hindi mo na-appreciate, mawawala sa'yo. Same with the knowledge. If you don't appreciate the knowledge, mananatili lang siyang knowledge. And you may seem to think that knowledge is power. No, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is only potential power. Ang totoong power is applied knowledge when you use the knowledge. Think of it this way. Ang knowledge parang battery, and you are the machine. So when you acquire the knowledge, it's the same as saying na yung battery na may power inside, nilagay mo sa machine. So na-acquire mo na yung knowledge. But you have to turn it on. You have to flip the switch. You have to use the power of the battery para tumakbo, mag-move forward yung machine. Same goes with you. You have to use the knowledge. So you are paid not with what you know. You are paid with what you do for the things that you know. So ang knowledge kapag hindi ginamit, hindi na-execute, walang kwenta. Kasi again, ang knowledge ngayon, libre na. Ang nangyayari pa ngayon, sa sobrang dami ng knowledge na hindi aligned. May mga content creators ngayon na negosyante daw, pero kung mapapansin nyo, hindi sila consistent sa sinasabi nila, hindi sila consistent sa brand nila, at wala silang internal consistency. Yung ibang mga mentors, kung ano-ano na lang yung ginagawang content just to get your attention. So your job is to find the right knowledge you can use. Hindi natin pinag-uusapan yung knowledge na parang ang ganda pakinggan. Ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, ano ba talaga yung knowledge na totoong magagamit mo sa buhay. Good things can seem bad. Yung mga magagandang bagay, yung mga mabubuting bagay, pwede siyang magmukhang masama sa'yo. If you are unhappy, tapos nakita mo yung mga tao sa paligid mo sobrang saya, dalawa lang yan, ma-impluwensyahan ka nila o lalo ka lang mairita. Again, nasa crisis tayo ngayon, nasa hard life tayo ngayon. Especially if you have big dreams, nasa hard life ka, for sure. Marami kang struggles, for sure. So what will happen is, if you see people outside, if you see people in social media na sobrang maganda yung nangyayari sa buhay nila, na nagta-travel sila, na masaya sila ngayon, ang nasa isip mo may ginagawa silang illegal. Ang nasa isip mo may ginagawa silang hindi maganda. Because those are good things. It can inspire you. Or, pwede mong isipin na masama yun. Kasi hindi maganda yung nangyayari sa'yo ngayon. And that is something I've learned the hard way. Diyan nagsisimula yung tinatawag na inggit. Hindi magandang maramdaman. Kaya dapat maging malinaw sa'yo, ano ba yung mga mabubuting bagay. Na kung may nakita kang taong successful, maganda yung nangyayari sa kanila. It doesn't matter. Sabihin na natin, may konting illegal yon. Sabihin na natin, hindi okay yung ginagawa nila. At ikaw okay yung ginagawa mo. That's better for you. Kasi imagine the confidence that you will have. The integrity that you have right now, na kahit nag-struggle ka, kahit ang bigat ng pinagdadaanan mo, hindi ka pa rin ang loloko ng tao. Di ba dapat mas confident ka? Di ba dapat i-celebrate mo yan? Di ba dapat mas masaya ka? And imagine, what if ikaw yung makarating doon without doing something illegal? What if ikaw yung makabili ng ganong sports car? Ikaw yung mag-travel? Ikaw yung kumita ng malaking pera while still having integrity? Imagine the emotions. So instead na mainggit ka, dapat isipin mo na mas deserve mong yumaman. Huwag kang magalit sa kanila. Bahala sila. We are not talking about them. It's not about them. It's about you. Because again, success is about your journey, not other people's journey. Observer lang tayo sa journey ng ibang tao. Yes, we can be part of their journey. If you are in my space, if you are part of my inner circle, you will be part of my journey, of course. If you are my employee, you will be part of my journey, of course. But you have your own. I can be part of yours if you want to. I can be your mentor if you want to. But at the end of the day, sobrang daming tao sa mundo. Sobrang daming successful na tao sa Pilipinas. And most of them, observer lang tayo ng journey nila. Is to listen, learn, and lead so we can lead our own lives. Number 8, and it's from the Bible. Don't cast your pearls before swine. Huwag mong ibigay ang perlas sa baboy. Kasi ang gusto ng baboy, kaning baboy. Don't devalue yourself by speaking to people who doesn't value your words. Don't disrespect yourself by putting yourself in a community who doesn't value you. Huwag mong ipagpilitan yung sarili mo sa mga taong hindi nakikita yung value mo. Huwag mong isaksak yung sarili mo sa mga taong hindi ka na-appreciate. Because when you do that, you will lose your self-image, you will lose your own identity. Your job is not to please other people. Your job is to please you, to make you happy, to make you feel love, to make you successful. And then pag successful ka na, makakatulong ka na rin sa iba. And for me, it's just plain common sense. Na kung mahal mo sarili mo at gusto mong maging masaya sa buhay mo, huwag mong ipagpilitan yung sarili mo sa mga taong hindi ka gusto. Number 9, and it's a powerful pattern. Crisis happens before harvest season. Yes, laging may crisis, laging may taggutom, laging may hirap, laging may pagod, laging may challenges, laging may struggles kapag malapit na ang success, kapag malapit mo nang makuha yung goals mo, kapag malapit mo nang makuha yung pangarap mo. Kapag malapit nang mag-harvest, naglalabasan lahat ng peste. Kapag malapit na ang harvest, naglalabasan lahat ng abusado. Kapag malapit na ang harvest season, naglalabasan na ang mga manloloko. Mga taong hindi totoo, mga taong manipulative. Kapag malapit na ang harvest season, ikaw mismo, baka nagdududa ka na, baka punong-puno ka na, baka sagad na sagad ka na. Susubukin ka talaga. And the idea is, income does not far exceed personal development. If this is you, this is your income, kahit lumaki yung income mo, lumaki yung harvest mo, kapag hindi ka nag-grow as a person, ubus yan. So ang kailangang mangyari, maging ready muna tayo. Mag-grow tayo. So pwedeng kumita ka ng malaki, pero habulin mo yung growth, isabay mo yung growth. Because sometimes, pinapadaan mo na to sa pagsubok, sa sobrang hirap na challenges, especially internally and externally. Minsan sabay pa yan, kaya sobrang bigat. But the thing is, pag nag-grow ka as a person, mas humaba yung pasensya mo. Mas lumalim yung pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo sa ibang tao. Nire-respeto mo na sarili mo. Alam mo na yung tamang desisyon, hindi ka na nagmamadali. Alam mo na yung realidad. Pagdating ng pera, pagdating ng blessing, pagdating ng success, iingatan mo. Mas pahahalagahan mo. Mas maa-appreciate mo. At baka, diyan ka matutong mas magpasalamat sa nasa taas. Always remember that if you feel that you are on top of your game right now, so wala ka nang iaangat, nasa tuktok ka na pa. Pero kahit nasaan ka ngayon, kahit gaano kataas na yung narating mo, may mas mataas na bundok, may mas malayong bundok, at hindi mo yan kayang talunin, hindi mo yan kayang liparin. Kailangan mo munang ibaba yung sarili mo. You have to drop the ego, you have to drop the arrogance. You have to learn how to start over para marating mo yung kasunod na bundok, para marating mo yung next level na success. So yes, kung may crisis sa buhay mo ngayon, malapit na ang harvest season. Kaya number 10 is don't stop. Since malapit na ang harvest season, I'm not saying find a shortcut, get a shortcut, no. All I'm saying is don't stop walking. Ituloy mo lang. Success is not an endpoint. It is a journey. And I just want you to continue. Ang gusto ko lang mangyari, huwag kang titigil. Because there's a famous saying, na kung tatambay ka sa barbershop ng 2 taon, magugupitan at magugupitan ka. Because we are in a season right now, na again, hindi matira matibay. This time, matira mayaman. Kaya sabihin mo sa sarili mo, tuloy-tuloy lang. So yun lang guys, this is the end of the podcast, and always remember that all I want is for you to become more successful and for you to reach the next level success. Again, my name is MJ Lopez and see you soon.